That's actually pretty funny. For the longest time, my problem with posting episodes has been not having enough time to make enough episodes to put them up on a regular basis. But since it's summer and I am not refereeing and I have a broken elbow, so I have nothing else I can do, I now have more episodes than I know what to do with. It's Monday night, and I already have episodes scheduled to go up through Thursday. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Internet. I'm Zeigler Jaguar, and I'm guessing if you're watching this when it drops, you're watching it on a Friday. So that's how far ahead I am. Because I cannot resist the urge to play this basically every day I can. Even as my list of things to do gets slimmer and slimmer, and my help gets 3 to 4 days old. But I've got a few things to check off the list. Other than, keep making treasure trove and keep making blue rooms on the 8th rank. Guys, I really want to melt the goddamn freezer. I want to melt the goddamn freezer. And I want to investigate the water in the kitchen. Because I don't know what that does. And I want to try and light the stove in the hovel. And I want to do something in the trading post that I never even considered in a million years would be a possibility. How do I have 3? Curious about that. That wouldn't come from morning room, so I'm not sure how I have 3. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Schoolhouse Run, and we are going to use Schoolhouse Power so that we can draft enough times that we can get the damned freezer that close to the damned furnace. Boy, we have a lot of money today, too. Oh, we must have done a freezer at the end? We must have frozen at the end of yesterday. I had forgotten. Let's throw a coin for luck on what we're trying to do today. Excellent. I wonder if when I next drain the fountain, all those coins will be sitting there. All right. Let's do some... Oh, library. Do I have a new clue waiting for me? I do. And an apple. Let's see. Might want to come back to this with a magnifying glass. I've been advised I need to look for game items. Like a rook that is also a tower. I know there's a king. There's a rook and a king. And a vase and a hammer. A king that is sitting on a desk. Yeah. The hint about game pieces is throwing me. I'm going to come back to this hopefully when I find a magnifying glass. I'd also been told that there are things in the library that point to stuff I haven't done yet. But these are just all my records. Yeah, I know I haven't done this. That's... I've got 6 red letters. I may know what the 7th is. I've got 7 sanctum keys. I need an 8th that is on a king on its throne. A king on his throne. I have no idea what that's about. Claim check. Yeah, check the key card. I can't believe that's actually the thing I've checked the most. Favorite floor plan. I've done all 8 of these. I've already looked at all of these stamps. The observatory. What's that saying? Most avoided floor plans. Planetarium. Yeah, I just don't know how any of that's giving me clues towards things I need to do next. I mean, it mostly seems to be records of things I have done. Additional reading. Yep, great resource for information. That was why I read through the whole thing. 2 stories of wall-to-wall books, bountiful spring of library of knowledge, or typical interior design sensibilities. A few books have been withdrawn from the shelves and placed on rostrum stands. This one, which is blank. This one, which is blank and does not appear to be interactable. A few books have been withdrawn from the shelves and placed on rostrum stands. It'd be nice if I could leave a new clue permanently on one of these rostrum stands. But I don't know. Alright, not my goal for today anyway. Well, let's just take the tea room here. Not that there's anything left to buy. I am going to need plenty of gems. And get our... Well, we actually have this, so... A compass. I could get stuff that goes north. Oh, right. Also, I have Blessing of the High Rollers still. For 3 more days, which is going to postpone some of the stuff I want to do that I need Blessing of the Monk for. Alright. Now I can start taking classrooms, I would think. Sure. Do I have 2 shops? I don't. Let's get redraws. I need some gems. Yeah, this'll do. Just keep classrooming it up if we can. Or the commissary. Or the hallway with a locked trunk. Let's get items. Just buy out everything we can today. Good. And now I will be perpetually annoyed by beeping metal detectors in every single room. Classroom sounds lovely. I'll find the observatory at some point and get an apple benefit. We could do better than that. Just want to do a bedroom? Here, observatory. Ooh! Or we could get this. Yeah, let's do this, because that gives us our ability to warp to the foundation. Wait, I didn't get it. Truly, if I have one regret over all else in this playthrough, it's that I did not... Hey, rabbit's foot. That's nice. Almost went right past it like I always stinking do. Greatest regret in this whole playthrough is that I did not upgrade to break room. Starting a day with a security card would be so stupid powerful. And particularly for... the 1 hour to room 46 run, which I'm going to need to do at some point. Gems, please. And some dig spots. And a sledgehammer. Alright, good start. For getting deep and melting the freezer, we're going to do it today. We're going to have so many redraw opportunities with late classrooms that... Now, somebody mentioned there might be another way to do it. I think potentially implying that you could get a torch and bring that into the freezer. I might take Blessing of the Night late. Let's do the breaker box. That will be helpful. Actually, why will it be helpful? I already have a security card, and that's the biggest thing it's helpful for. I could use it to try to solve the thing where you make the security doors super extra common. Well, That unfortunately goes in the wrong direction, so let's take breakfast nook. Steps are nice. Anything else around? Magnifying glass as well, because I want to go back and look at new clue again. Sure. Let's take den. Couple things I want to look at in a new clue under a magnifying glass again. I do need gems. It's no problem if I... Ooh, ivory dice. Good. Yeah, it's no problem if I get dead-ended here. Probably work perfectly fine. But let's do the pool hall or parlor. I need more gems for today, I think. Well, with a classroom, but I actually have a lot of gems. I don't have that many of this. Not to mention, I could, in my need to make furnace, do secret passage into it. Hey, a broken lever. I'll keep an eye out for workshop as well. 4 squared is 16. Uh-oh. This is a new one. Is it squared and then squared? Is it 16? Yep, okay. 3 squared to the nearest has 10. It's reasonably obvious what these mean. 10 minus 4 is 6. Squared is 36. To the nearest integer is 40. Divided by 10 is 4. Let's get the secret garden, baby. Well, kennel sounds good because we have a shovel. Hello, Holly. Woof woof. That rock unlocks the doors. Wondering if this has something to do with that castle puzzle that I saw downstairs. Cat stretching between the castle, the missing letters. Possible. Blah, blah, blah. Well, our goal does involve lots of classrooms, so let's take this. And we get a bajillion redraws right here, hopefully to get... What is that? Is that a gem? Just sitting around here? Nice. I think because I'm lucky. I got the rabbit's foot. Alright. We got lots of redraws here. But I don't think I need them because I want that observatory. I may not have to, even with the security card, I might not have to do that run. Draxus. We actually do want Draxus. Oh, now apples are more delicious. Oh, there's some chests in the entrance hall as well. That's noteworthy. Could use security. I guess we'll take a classroom here. Apples are now extra tasty. And we get a hall pass. Sorry, what does that do again? Hallways drafted from an adjoining hallway. So if you can chain hallways together, they don't cost gems. It's not the biggest thing. Sure, classroom. I'm just trying to get it all set up to be able to do a whole heckin' bunch of redraws once I get my magnifying glass. Excellent. Good. Note to self, this should probably go left if at all possible. Security here would be nice, yeah. Can't move it, though. Alright. Tell me what's in this house. Keycard system. We want security level high. Whoops. Set security level high. Confirm. And then we want to log into the network. Wondering if data transfers are not available. Email. I read all of this. Stop all the recordings because Mary's on the estate. And I have a good reason for it. Yep. Right, those were levers. That's all 1987. 1986. Red and blue memo sheets working for a project in the clock tower. Okay. Staff services. Punch in and out, doesn't matter. Request schedule change, that doesn't matter. Staff announcements. It's just me, Simon. So it's really just special orders. Let's place a special order. I can't. The only thing I feel like I just want to make sure I always. Yep. Approve order. Just keep giving me magnifying glass because it's very annoying when I need it and can't find it. Oh, wait. No, I wanted to still start an experiment if I could, especially one with apples. Given all the classrooms I'm doing. Remote terminal access, view active terminals, lab via Blackbridge. We are connecting and let's set up an experiment, continue with experiment. Well, okay. Set my dice to 2. Might have more than that, given I have high roller. So let's just bolster our allowance. Why not? And then research logs. These are just all our research logs. Not sure anything of that. Okay, all right. We're a little low on keys. We kind of need something to go to the left. Cloister is nice. Oh, yes, we were going to do Mantle of the Night, I guess. Well, or lose 5 steps, gain 2 keys. That actually kind of appeals to me right now with everything I'm going to be doing. Just as long as I can find enough keys. I mean, maybe it's an overreach because I have kennel and going to have a lot of security doors, but I'm going to get a lot of keys from doing this. Pool. Oh, well, there's furnace, but a little too soon. I think I'm going to want to try to do the furnace freezer combo somewhere over there. My allowance has been raised. And I got more keys. I'm going to get a whole bunch of keys from doing all of this. Let's do Secret Garden. Gambit of the Queen, activate. I'm going to need this because I'm going to need food. You know, it occurs to me, I bet this is the sort of game where if I got the garage and went outdoors, I could activate the other lever. I could find the other lever about on the other side of this wall. This is the sort of game that would be the case. But I don't need to go through all of that because it's just simpler to turn these and do it right here. Who knows if I'll find garage. Besides, I might not even take it if I found it because with Gambit of the Queen, I'm going to have more keys than I know what to do with. I really don't know about these gambits that cost steps but give me other things. Especially now, look at how many keys I'm getting. This is starting to feel like a mistake. Alright, we gotta go forward. Electric eel aquarium works. Yeah, see, now I'm getting too many keys. This was... I'm getting too many keys. I've got the dogs going. It's a little silly. Well, alright, but here's a bunch of apples to make up for everything I'm spending. And my gem. What was this note in here? I was rewatching Alzara. And he was noting that there were 8 letters by 8 different hands. So I thought I might reread some of these and see which hands they were. Shocked that you have so little regards for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Man, having never had a family name or fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same. Clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid and the color of the flag she blew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. Did she die? Did she escape to somewhere else? And man, who is Dad? Because, like, this is the funny thing. Like, I'm Simon P. Jones, and Daniel Jones appears to have been a complete nobody. So, Marion Marigold, scion to a, heiress, scion to a great fortune and a storied family name, married some absolute fucking nobody, who I mostly know of for sending me a cheerful letter, saying I'm no good at puzzles, but don't waste all your time playing video games. But he, clearly he knew what Mom was up to and what she cared about. I guess he would. I'm very interested in the character of my dad and why he thought Herbert gave up Marion when it seems like he did not. Boy. I don't really want this. I'd like to finish this up. Ugh. Don't really want to be wasting these, but sure, let's just do Great Hall. I have enough keys anyway. This is actually really good because I can burn all these keys now just to see what I can get. I'm gonna have too many keys anyway. What's here? Nothing, but they're telling me there's something behind this. Just some money. Antechamber lever I don't need. Probably look for the metal detector because it tells me when there's something worth going digging for. Probably not there. Oh. Okay. That's probably just a dead end. So. Alright, something that goes right. Sure. Passageway is free, so we'll just get it out and head over here just to fill out the house, because why not fill out the house? Another classroom? Sure. I don't think there's much to learn from these classrooms. Hey, by the way, there should be a hidden blue note in the pool. So let's go take a look for that. And then maybe we can draft a bunch of blue rooms up here. whole goal here is to finish out this side of the house. And now I think over here, I want to take my shots at furnace and freezer close to them. So I don't want another, something? Do I really feel like hunting around for something? Yeah, just a one little coin on a day when I already have too much money. Okay, blue note in this room somewhere. Is it going to be like a thing where you have to drain it? I wouldn't be surprised if you can only find the blue note in this room by draining the pool. Right, I am on rank 8. Pool, rank 8. Yeah, that would be like them. Do I have pump room? I don't. Not yet. I don't see anything around, but... Well, alright. If we can get pump room. Or study, which would be good for continuing our redraw efforts. And... Alright. I gotta try this. D8. Now, I've been obsessed with the idea that this is the queen. And, like, it had to mean something about the queen. But maybe it's just drawing the association between the queen and the queen. And it's just trying to tell me D8 as in... I'm going to be so mad if this is the answer. Oh, for Christ's sake! Well, what was with the queen, then? This was just trying to give me... Treasure map. This was just trying to associate me with the queen that's sitting next to the safe. I thought it was something conceptual, like something about Baroness Auravai, the queen, I guess, which I guess she isn't a queen, but, everything in this room was in the shade of her creative legacy, so I thought it would be something clever about her. And I thought D8 was just saying, like, date if you say it out loud. But that's not how you abbreviate December. Nobody abbreviates December as D. Never. I'm annoyed. I think of all the safe puzzles, that is officially my least favorite. Nobody says D8 for December. DEC. Like May 8, with the My 8 that I like. Anyways, I don't like that one so much. Okay, the second red letter. December 8th. M. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion in a month or two. It's all lining up and all of our hard work is about to come to fruition. I have just learned that several members of the museum's guard are sympathetic to our cause. We suspect 2 more to be pure opportunists whose loyalty extends only to their coin purse. Your uncle has already agreed to let us use Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run, assuming the red print we have secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date. Oh, they had a red print of... Wow, so does the museum also work like this house? So they got a print of their exhibit with the crown so that they could test it here at Mount Holly. That's interesting. We should begin these trials without delay once you arrive. If you can, within the next 2 months, fabricate some fiction that might alleviate us of the presence of the service staff. Fabricate some fiction that might alleviate us of the presence of the service staff. So she had to come up with some way to get rid of the service staff? What did she do? What lie did she tell? It seemed like some of the staff were at least aware. Randolph Moore seemed aware that Mary was hiding out here, but maybe they didn't. Maybe they knew Mary was hiding out, but maybe they didn't know about the plans to steal the crown. Caleb. Oh, close. Oh! Oh! You found a secret floor plan. Oh, cool! This is their floor plan. The doors in this room are security locked. Cool! I got a new floor plan. I almost clicked away before seeing that. Uh, can I look at it? A painstakingly produced, accurate reproduction of one of the so-called closed exhibits of the Fanaries Royal Museum. The doors in this room are security locked. I wonder if the crown will be in it, but the crown isn't there. But maybe I could get the crown from room 46 and bring it there, and that would do something. I don't know. Okay, cool. All right. I'm over my annoyance with thinking that that puzzle is messy, and I'm back on this. Um, Office gets me to the antechamber, which is nice. Sure. I don't need keys. Just rereading some of these letters. 8. Yep. This is from Denny. Thank you for promptly answering all our demands not involving the police. Yep. We had felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Don't be as careless with this one. Keep it in safe, not a desk drawer. No, we don't have copies. We're not making more demands. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us there had been a few misunderstandings. We may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew, there was never any tangible danger. Meant hurting his social prospect. And yes, we'll admit that it's questionable. Poor Denny. He really wants to be a good guy. He really did. Sorry for the inconvenience. Oh, poor Denny. Alright. Well, we're finally done with Gambit of the Queen now. We got a bunch of steps out of the bargain. Do we? No, this was the west. Yep. When I get back to a new clue, which I need to do today. Alright, yeah, when I get back to new clue, I need to take another look at the dead-end rooms, because I think I'm going to have to start checking what those were. Silver key? Actually, yeah. For the reason of... Yes. Or conference room. I could do this and then spread from the office, but what's really the point? I'm gonna just take drawing room. You know, it's funny. Alzara said that I was rewatching the Alzara things. He said everybody in the same chair. Is this the chair? Is this the old chair? Did they all sit in this chair? I guess I'm going through the safe rooms today. Dearest Mary. So different hands. This is Herbert's. April 15th. If everything goes I don't know if she died or if she escaped, because in the vault she had that letter written that suggested she was leaving funds and she was fine. But there was that letter, there's those records of Bo Lee and people threatening to kill her. I don't understand. And but also Dad talks about the sacrifices she made. Don't know. Hoping we get more on that. Okay. So, can we now? Alright, let's actually look at our goal of... Okay, let's try the sauna. First and foremost, let's try the sauna. Because I bet now if we can go left from here... I feel like the sauna has to be hot enough to... That's never going to be worth anything. Alright, we want a... Oh, now I should have had the silver key. Classroom goes the wrong way. Archives, we can't afford that. So give me my redraw. Classroom. All right, this classroom goes the correct way. All right. This is it for our goal. Also, interesting. The blue note isn't here. I wondered if, since this is a different classroom, if there might be a different blue note. Like this one. The three advanced operations in modern mathematics are squaring, inversion, and rounding. Nothing new. Shame. Okay, but before I do that, let's go back to the cloister and finish out from there. I don't care about the basement key. Trophy room? Well, I could get furnace here. Trophy room would give me more redraws, but furnace might make it extra hot. Sure. Alright. Rank 8 is now a freaking inferno. So now our only goal is to come out of classroom and make freezer there. But maybe before we do, we should try to get more gems. Actually, yeah. Try to load up everything we can to get as many redraws as possible. So let's make some shops, get enough gems, etc., etc. Plus, we have plenty of money if we do get shops. And a whole right side of here to draw. That's not very good. This waviness definitely suggests that the furnace is in effect here. Give me a redraw. I don't like this. Still don't like this. Wow. My attempt to... Suppose I could take laundry room and trade it for all the gems, but... Oh! Well, let's get our first look at closed exhibit. Interesting. So here's a... Oh, there's a Morajai box. So 2 security guards. The crown. It's the Red Prince's little paper crown. That's fun. Morajai. Yellow always moves up. Wait. Oh, hold on. These aren't yellow. What are we looking for? Are we looking for red? No? We must be looking for... Oh, we're not looking for black. So I guess we're looking for red. But these yellows aren't the yellow that move up. Interesting, but... seems... Well, I know if I push this red, these are all going to become red, right? Yeah, so... Oh. I don't really know what I did there, but that was kind of easy. Accidentally. I never quite figured out what those yellows did, but fair enough. Oh, it's T-shaped. It's not 100%. It's not a four-way room like I thought. All right, well, let's continue to bolster our allowance and go to the right. Yeah, we're too far away from the furnace now. All right, obviously I'm not drafting that way because I want to draft that way out of the classroom. Running shoes. Now, Hey, it's a good day for our allowance, that's for sure. Veranda... Eh. Unusual and rare rooms. Is the freezer an unusual room? Because I might just do this. I don't know. What is... I'm sorry, I'm gonna look this up. Blueprints. These are, commonality. Is a rare dead-end room. Okay. Fine, then. We'll do this. We'll take a gem. We'll dig. The freezer is a rare room, so now we've got Draxus. We've got, like, everything in the world except, you know, all these coins that we can't do anything with, unfortunately. So that was a mistake. We could have used the freezer, but obviously that's not going to work. So I think all these coins are going to go to waste. Which is a shame. But we had a goal today, and we're going to abide by it. Yep. Now, the only problem is we are more likely to draw red rooms. But we've got 18 million ways to draw here. We've got, let's see, 3 dice, 5 gems, and probably like 18 or 9 classroom draws. So we must be able to pull this off. It'd be hilarious if I got it right away. I did not. Nope. 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 Freezer, please. Freezer, please. You've got to give it to me at some point. Guys. Come on! Oh, what the hell? Alright, now to the dice. And now the gems. What the fuck was that? This run ended in the shitter. What was that? 21 redraws without getting it? Horse shit. We do it again. We do it all over again. I can see there's a letter in there. I can see there's some sort of letter in the freezer, and I want to read it because it's going to have some sort of clue. I cannot believe that just happened. I even made the rare rooms more common. Ridiculous. I think I still had things left to do that day. You know what? I was so pissed that, like an idiot, I didn't go back to a new clue like I said I was going to with the magnifying glass. I just threw a little hissy fit and decided to give up on the things that I was supposed to do. I didn't even remember that I think I'm supposed to look at that solarium as a dead-end room. Wow, Zeigler. Way to throw a little childish tantrum because you didn't get your room. Fine. Well, we're doing this because somebody has pointed out this says a little too dangerous to pick up. Now, you would assume that something is a little too dangerous to pick up is probably also a little too dangerous to fucking light. But there is that torch in the armory that says it can light fuses. So... I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb and I'm so unlucky. Why am I even making these wishes if I'm going to get that unlucky? I could have done so much more with that day I was supposed to, but I was so annoyed after everything I did to get set up. Alright, well that's a good start to today anyway. I really thought I was finally going to get it, guys. And I was very angry I did not. Commissary? Get my dice. Buy out everything you have today. Good. Magnifying glass. Fine. I guess that's for my special order. Should probably place another one. I'm going to need magnifying glasses often. Alright, let's go left. Coat check? Yeah, not yet. I'm just stewing, guys. Alright, let's get over it. Let's get over what happened and our very poor reaction to it. Take the courtyard. We got some chests, but now we don't have shovel or anything, so we're going to need to work on that. No sledge, no shovel, no sledgehammer, and not even any keys. Greenhouse? Yeah. I guess we can't turn down that many gems. Fine. Lots of gems, no keys, except the security key. Should probably go back to the entrance. Gotta remember I've got chests over there. Alright, pool hall will give me keys. Once I solve a little puzzle. At least there's some money sitting around. What do you want? 16. 8 squared, 64, reversed, 46. Divided by 2, 23 minus 20 is 3. 20 plus 10 is 30. Divided by... Oh boy, huh? Oh no, not divided by, flipped. Is 3. Hold the phone. 30 minus 7 is 23. Flipped is 32. Rounded, yeah, 30. So, 10. Fair enough. Some much needed keys. A gem. Not much needed, but... And another gem. We're speed drafting today. We're just trying to get back up to the upper ranks so we can redo what went wrong. Just get me my secret garden key while I'm here. Oh. What did I actually get? Wait. I think I accidentally aborted it. I was trying to speed through it, but I guess you can't. A silver key. All right, that could have use. Veranda or workshop? We're always looking for items, so let's do that. Like a gem. Kennel's nice, but I don't have a shovel yet. So let's go right for now. Get this and this. I need the Banner of the Night today when I get to... That's a good draw for passageway. When I get to rank 8, I'm taking Banner of the Night so that I can get the self-igniting torch. Let's put the coat check right there, so hopefully this time we actually remember to use it. Classroom, storeroom, corridor. I guess storeroom, it works nicely right here because... I really was hoping that those blue notes would be more helpful, but so far they're mostly just telling me stuff I already know. Sure. Vestibule? Why not? And I get lunch. And... do this. So, Alzara said we will only ever read 7 letters, so I don't know if there is in fact a way to get the 8th. Now keep in mind that if I can find study now, it would be nice. Let's get my redraws back. Okay. Do I want to maybe try to use this to make furnace? Why not? It's the whole goal still. Perfect. Alright, that's there. So now I should have lots of opportunities to make freezer somewhere close to it. It's still the goal. Closed exhibit again. But observatory would be nice. Yeah, I haven't gotten my benefits lately. Add a star to the sky. I can't put... I mean, I even had Draxus. The only thing I could have... I had Draxus, I had Solarium, I had everything in the world going for me. How did I not find Freezer? Maid's Chamber sucks, so let's just take the gym. Try to get into the foundation here if we can. Do we want that? Do we want the rotunda? I think I could take this. We know what we're about. Trying to think of any other way I might be able to increase my chance of drafting the freezer. Closed exhibit works. Because I get... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Shit. Oh, no, I do have a security card. Just making sure. Oh, what's this? Hold on. I didn't see this before. Dearest children, the pieces are in place and all rigid cogs have been greased. However, if our ambitious plans are to succeed, we must strike this Tuesday. The routine changing of guard personnel on the first of each month means the opportunity we have created for ourselves will likely never be so opportune. If we wait even one additional week, the window will be closed. On Tuesday, there will be 3 royal guards stationed at Learson Hall, 2 of which will be wearing black gloves in lieu of the traditional white. We would be wise to sacrifice almost everything to avoid the white-gloved guard, striking only when he takes a recess. The 2 black-gloved guards have been instructed to bind, blind, and gag themselves to spare us the precious extra minute it would take your group to execute that task on their behalf. However, that also means that once we reach the exhibit, we will truly be on our own. May the black shores guide us, may the black skies shield us, may our fathers be proud of us. In arms, your faithful soldier, Pharaoh. Okay? Take a look around this Tuesday. Pharaoh, I think, is yeah, so dearest children, that being the children of Blackwater. Okay. That was their plan. 2 black-gloved guards. Just trying to think. Sacrifice almost everything to avoid the white-gloved guard. They bought out the 2 black-gloved ones. Fine. What can we do this way? Ah! Excellent. Lots of stuff. And we're going out here. Garage, lavatory. Guess I could just take... Well, do I want the garage? Morning room's fine, I suppose. Boy, I see, the heat waves actually seem to go all this way. Which is intense. Maybe I don't have to draft it as close as I seem to think I do. But still. Power source? Sure. More dice. Another key, another gem. Not going to touch that. Pool? Maybe? I don't even know what I'm doing. Kind of drafting aimlessly at this point. I've just... Alright, well, we try to put some blue things on the 8th rank at least. Sure. None of those are blue. Which is a shame. Alright. But this is partly it, because I would like to get the armory, if I can. Boy. In 2 stars. Suppose I could do that. And then get a gem in the office and the computer. I'll just do this. Try to remember to actually call it a day there. Okay. How about the cloister? Is it locked from the cloister side? Stuff to dig, nothing else. I don't have a shovel today. For some reason. Fine. Rotunda. Kitchen. Do I want to lose half my steps? Do I want to... Oh, right. Well, actually, hold on. So. Water pours out. Ah! So I could fill a watering can here if I had one. Alright. That's good to know, but probably not game changing in any particular way. It's not like I find watering cans very often. Although I will note that if there is something else for which a source of fresh water is desired, it's good to know I have that option. Would like to find the armory at some point. This is a load of crap. Let's get a redraw here. Sure, showroom. Or office. Guess. Sure. Let's just do this because... Get a gem. The foundation. Elevator levers, which have nothing to do with anything. Why did I want this? Oh, because I was looking, because Blue Note. Not there or there. Where's my Blue Note office? This is a blueprint. Where's my Blue Note? So many places they could hide it in here. Shelves and shelves of places to hide a Blue Note. It's really not in this drawer? No? Can you open this drawer? No? Searching high and low. Just like the guy in A New Clue. Just like Bon Margle. Oh, I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait, there it is. He says, the king can castle by swapping with another piece. Yes. The rook. I know this. How does that help me solve the puzzle, though? The king can castle by swapping with another piece. What's the banner of the rook? The banner of the rook... Oh. So those letters are interesting. Do they want me to, like, have the banner of the king and then trade it to the banner of the rook? I'm just like basing that on my knowledge of how chess works. Hmm. That might be worth a try. Anyways, I only have one way forward right now out of the observatory, and again, freezer would be nice, or not out of the observatory, out of the foundation. And if I could find freezer, it would sure be nice. I got plenty of dice. Doesn't need to be right here, though. Let's take our redraws, though. Less common floor plans? Well, the freezer might be one of those, so okay. Besides, I need to stick back in. Need it again because I threw a little fit and didn't save it properly. Okay. Please? No. Nothing. Well, okay. I could take my treasure trove at least. Now I have to try everything. And I also kind of need to get armory. Alright. This is ridiculous that I cannot find this freezer anymore. All right, blue box. Blue box, moon. What have you got? Pink boxes marked with moon always contain false statements. Green. Pink boxes with moon always false. So green memos in white boxes are lies, but we don't necessarily know about green memos in blue boxes. We know there's another one that says boxes with moons always contain false, but that's not true. So this could be true. We don't know. But it's a piece of evidence. All right. Guess you don't want to give it to me, do you? Probably not. This is really goofy, guys. This is so goofy. One more chance of drawing here, and oh, well, all right. At the very least, I found the armory. So this won't be a completely wasted freaking day. Where the hell is the freezer? All right. We're getting this for a reason. And we have tons of steps. So what do we even want to do? Just Ugh. It's like somebody yanked freezer out of the drafting pool completely. We can go this way. It's still locked even from this side. Don't care, don't need. Alright, let's stick something in the coat check. Is this the vestibule? Huh. Alright. Put something in the coat check. What would we put in the coat check? Probably security card or magnifying glass. I'm going to check my key card. And I'll put in through staff services for another magnifying glass, and I'll try to avoid drafting the library until I have it. While I'm here, let me look back at my notes here of blueprint screenshots. I want to find that photo from a new clue showing the dead end rooms, because I'm sure that's a meaning. Where do I have those dead end rooms? Corner cases, yeah, but not those. The ones, the dead end rooms. I solved the corner cases. Dead ends rooms, right. So lavatory, closet, attic, furnace, solarium. So dead end rooms. Lavatory, closet, attic, furnace, solarium. dead cases. So what's in the closet? That's not the way. I have enough steps to mess around with this. I have most of these, I think. Is there anything in the closet? Empty closet. Unusual dead end upgrade. There's a hat. There's a hanger. Nothing that stands out to me as something that could be like a letter or a word, the way that the corner cases were. Is there anything this room has in common with the furnace? Actually, why did I go that way? That wasn't even the speediest way. I don't even mind burning my keys. Just want to take a look here in the furnace. Oh, the furnace is ducted. That's interesting. What happens if you power the furnace? Hopefully it's a little better than when you power the garage, but I'm adding a note to my to-dos. Power the furnace. Wonder if it'll make it really stoke, or if that's just... Maybe that's what happened that one time. One time it delivered me a key. Maybe I accidentally powered it. And that's what it did. But no, I mean, I'm not seeing anything about this list of dead-end lavatory, closet, attic, furnace, solarium. There are 5 dead-end rooms. None of them are checked. And there's nothing like notes in here that stand out. Okay, I didn't make any other blue rooms on this rank today. I can't change my power because I feel like maybe it wants me to have Banner of the King and take the Rook power, trade the King for the Rook. That is what castling is. But it doesn't really make sense with what I'm seeing there. Alright, I stuck the key card in the coat check. I do have one more thing I can make in the courtyard. I'm not sure if there's any particular reason to, but... Can't really imagine what I could make. I suppose if somehow I did make freezer, that would be good. So maybe I should try to make a tomorrow room. Yeah, let's try to make a tomorrow room over there. The freezer appears to have completely disappeared from the drafting pool. Oops. Got a tomorrow room for me? No, you do not. Hello, nursery. Oh, a rabbit's foot. Lovely. Almost makes me want to put that in the coat check instead. Well, alright, but maybe. But before we do that, let's go do the thing we actually still have to do today. Which is test out our little self-igniting torch on something that is too dangerous to pick up, but apparently not too dangerous to blow up. I was really hoping this Blessing of the High Roller would be valuable for, you know, this freezer thing I'm trying to do. Run away. Boom. Oh, hey, it's Denny still. Let's go. Christoph, here's the rest of your share, 40 gold from the moonshine shipment we made last week. This may be the last batch for quite some time, as I feel it is no longer worth the risk, especially given Anne's essentially is continually increasing suspicion. But I do need to ask another small favor of you. Next week, when you take the bear into town, if you can fabricate some excuse to delay your return by an hour or two, I would be much beholden to you. So he had the chauffeur helping him by keeping the Baron out of town. Moonshining operation. Anything interactable? No. Okay, but an upgrade disc. So that's going to be progress. Let's go. Find a place to stick this. Where's going to be my nearest room with a... I think I got to go all the way to the office. Alright, well, at least we have a bajillion steps. Was there something else I wanted to check out up there? Not really. Oh, I can end my day in the planetarium for 2 stars. Yeah, if I had made the freezer, maybe I could also use this torch somehow to melt it, at least enough to read that letter that I'm trying to read. Reached the part of the game where I struggle for long periods of time to find the item I need. And I know there's got to be better ways to do it than what I'm trying to do. Where are we going? Cloister, kitchen, office. I mean, I spent like all of last episode hunting around for a battery pack. And all of this episode hunting around to try to make the freezer. Not gonna do anything here. Let's just stick this in. Alright, what can we upgrade today? Spare room. Interesting. Spare bedroom, spare green room, spare hall. Okay. Probably, if I have a chance to turn it to anything, I'd probably want to turn it to green, right? I mean, spare bedroom, usually helpful for extra steps, right? Not so much of a big deal, but a spare green room is going to have items. Yeah, so spare green room it is. Cool. Alright, let's head to the planetarium, call it a day, and do one more run. Yeah, there's nothing else for me to check here. I need my freezer. I need my freezer. Alright, we're here. We'll get some extra stars. Which actually should get us pretty close to an inkwell. So if everything else fails, there's that. I could use the inkwell to draft 18 million times. Okay. Hey, we blew up the dynamite. That's a plus. I never would have thought to do that because when something says it's too dangerous to pick up, you don't think, oh, actually, that just means I should blow it up. But the self-igniting torch did say can light fuses. So that's my bad, I suppose. The quest continues. I do want to try to power the furnace again, but I think I think that probably just makes something like the key or whatever come out. Is my hole still here? No? Yeah, where I dug up the microchip. I mean, I assume the microchip stays. Shelter? Tool shed? Should I protect myself from red rooms? Or should I get special items? Let's get some special items. Yeah. For instance, this gear wrench. I think I need to add a sledgehammer. I could do some work as far as making certain things like workshop more commonplace. I think I already got electric eel aquarium super commonplace. Might even feel like I could turn that one down a bit. But it's a very good room. It's a tea room. All right, off we go. Aimlessly drafting. Hey, look, we can get some nice gems to start our day. Give me something interesting. Workshop. Sure. Let's just get this so that we... Yes, oh, yes. So, we want you to be common. Someone advised me that you want that to be common. Because if you can make some things, make some interesting things early in the day. Sledgehammer and battery pack, I need the broken lever. Although I don't know if there's much I have to smash, but sure. Detector shovel might be better to hold out for. Don't want to do that yet. Let's just do this. Hello, woofers. Storeroom, dining room. Get a key. Sure. It says weird to get the solarium this early. So this was another one listed on the list of dead-end rooms. There is a hat. I wonder. I know there was certainly a hat in the closet as well. Could hats be a clue? Let's up a note. Straw hat with red bow. I don't see a hat in the furnace. I mean, that seems like a leap. But now we get rare rooms, so fun. And my security card. Sure. I'm okay with drafting downwards. Everything else hasn't been working, so we might as well. Nope, that's the solarium. I feel like I'm barely even going to want to post this episode. It's so embarrassing how little I'm getting done. All that he needed was to find a new clue. At least I got some dice. There is truly nothing to buy here. Except Dirigiblocks. One day. I could use pump room. Drawing room's nice. Dining room, though, slightly better organized. Get my steps. Trophy room for a whole bunch of gems completely free. I shouldn't turn that down ever. Might try to go for chess puzzle today. Commissary? Yeah, let's buy out the commissary. Magnifying glass, great. Okay, well, and a shovel. All right, shovel day, and we have kennel, so that's beneficial. Lab? No, hallway is a better idea. God knows we have enough gems. Keys are our problem. Make locksmith? Or the observatory? Is good. We're getting close to 50 stars. Chests, everything. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Should I go for items? Or for keys? Let's go for keys. Oh boy. Alright, rounded and then squared. So 6 rounded is 10. Squared. Yeah, so 6. That's 10. Right? Yeah, okay. Squared and squared. 81. 4. 4. 20 divided, 20 minus 2 divided by 2 squared is 4, squared is 16. Well, not the most necessary thing, given that we already have rooms with 4 doors are common today, but getting solarium early might be beneficial. Actually, so we had a note. Did I take a photo of this? Where was this? This note about, on the coat of arms, the first number is 1 numeral. The rest are each 2 numerals. So that coat of arms, so if the first number is 1 numeral, then M is 1,000, CC is 200, XI is 11 and II is 2. 1211 2. On the coat of arms, the first number is one numeral. The rest are each two new. The first number. See, I just thought this was, saying 1213, the year. This is a coat of arms. The first number is one numeral. So by number, do they mean M? The rest are each two numerals. I mean, that would make sense. M, CC, XI, II. 1211 2. I'm probably not interpreting that correctly at all. That blue note's a little tough for me to put together what they're talking about. Anyways, observatory we have, so if we are going for chess things, I want to get chapel at some point. But courtyard will work as well, for now. We have workshop. We should actually run back to the workshop and make our detector shovel. At the very least, we'll get some better things. So I can go straight over to the straight shot across from the commissary. I did get my lunchbox, right? That'll be important. Running a little lower on steps. Workshop right down here. Okay. We want our detector shovel, so that we can find more things. Greater chances of finding things while digging. Now I guess while we're over here... No. Not gonna touch that. Yeah, actually, we're in a little bit of rough shape on steps, so let's start digging. That'll unlock the door. We'll get 10 steps when we open this next door. Study. Yeah. Needed. A gem. And another gem. Oh, and a key hiding in the corner. Alright, well now I suppose... what are we gonna do? We could go up through the Mount Holly gift shop, but... Or... No, it's actually quite a bit of a trek. Let's go up. I mean, I'm thinking about running to the foundation, but we kind of need our dining room steps sooner. Maybe make kitchen or something. Sure, we'll just do this. Closed exhibit works fine because the doors are security locked, and I am perfectly fine with that. What's hiding in here? Should look closely in case it's a... No, it's just a coin. Alright, moving across. Should I make cloister? Got dig spots. That opens everything. Gotta remember now, alright, so we have study. So we should take the opportunity with study to do lots of redraws if we can. I can't afford to lose half my steps. Let's just redo a redraw. I did need chapel at some point, so that's fine. Alright. Yikes. Huh. I guess. That Southern Cross is really kicking in. Alright, let's, kitchen, yeah, that's a good idea. Just because I need some steps. 15. 5 for every red room. How many red rooms do we have? 2. Probably do better. That's alright. I got enough to tide me over. More importantly, I think I can go draw from the closed exhibit now. I think I'm too tired to be doing this, guys. Locksmith? I guess maybe because I'm low on keys and yeah, I would hate to run out. And that also gets me some more dice. Whoops. Been a long time since I made that mistake. Alright, we'll go into the foundation and draw from here. There's a security door, which is fine. Okay. I guess I take trophy room because now I can basically do every draft as ridiculously as I want. Mostly looking for you know what. You know what I'm looking for. But it might almost be better to do it like this, and then I can draft like crazy in each of these locations. Banner of the Rook, I guess. Resilience of the Rook, yeah, sure. Incidentally, I do need to make the office at some point. Just keeping that in mind. Not great. Pump room is of an interest to me, actually. So I'm gonna make that. Oh, actually, I want you to be more. I want you all over the place. All right. Also, sorry. Ah, shit. That was. I'm on the 8th rank. So, how cleverly did you hide your stupid blue note in here? Probably right there. Yep. There are 4 different methods to rotate rooms. Yeah, Blessing of the Dancer and Dovecoat and some others. Fine. Not really interested. Guess I'll take my treasure trove. It's important to get it every single day I can. Ah, okay. So, the last time I was in here, it told me that pink boxes with moons are always false. So, pink box, moon. And what do you got for me? Do you have something false? There is no realm that flies the white flag. Okay. Green handwritten. Now that's a lie, because Morajai flies a white flag. Handwritten. No realm flies white, which we know is false. Okay. Lots of money. More money than we know what to do with. Antechamber we can't go into. Pump room. A security door. Mail room. Well, alright, we get free redraws here, first of all. Lab. Vault. Maybe I'll get a chance to make the freezer more common. Alright. I want you rare. I hate you. You do nothing for me. Laundry room. Could use you a little more commonly. Chamber of Mirrors. I'm not sure I've used enough. Yeah, when I first got it, I thought it was really cool. But now I'm not entirely sure it's that cool. So, oh hey, a broken lever. Do I have... I could make the power hammer. Hilariously, I just stumbled across the things I needed to make the power hammer after struggling so much. Okay. Well, we could drain the pool. I feel like we could drain the kitchen. It's probably just going to be that water doesn't come out of the faucet. So, you know, yay, but what's that do for us, really? So let's just drain the pool so that we can access the trunks. I always forget that this is this one goes in the opposite direction. What can we send into tank 2? The reservoir we can send into tank 2 and then move this water in. I feel like I've gotten pretty decent at working with these. Because now, once that's done, we flip this. Yeah, and send it back. Can tank 1 go to the aquarium? Yeah. Aquarium, tank 1. And then we can finish draining the pool. Cool. Now, how far back is the pool? It's quite a ways, actually. Do I even want to run back there? I might have to, oh, I can go to my dining room and get my steps anyway, so sure. Make a gem. Oh, and I just took unnecessary steps. So what are the 4 ways to rotate rooms? The Rotunda, Dovecote, Blessing of the Dancer. I can't think of the 4th off the top of my head. Rotunda, Dovecote, Blessing of the Dancer. There's a 4th. And it's not occurring to me. Okay, not here. Here through the trophy room. Maybe I have to get Banner of the King again so that I can get, make blue rooms more common so that I can find this freezer that I can't find. Alright, we actually need to be a little careful here, but we are going to go to the dining room. I already did this. What's in there? Oh, that's the secret exhibit. Right, I need to go to the... Oh, wait, no, I actually do need to go through the closed exhibit. Ah, I walked into the cloister by accident. Alright, through the pool to the dining room, get my... Well, actually kind of a close thing. Get my salmon. I don't have an aquarium, so I'm not going to get as much as I would like. But I'll stop through the kitchen and do a full buyout. Alright, smash the trunks. I forgot to look for a blue note in the pump room. So... Might... Well, I don't have enough steps for it. Maybe I will after I finish buying out the kitchen, though. Cloister, chapel, passageway, kitchen. Cloister, chapel, passageway, kitchen, buy. Fine. Just 10. And then every step I can get. Good. It's nice to not have to worry about money at all. To the pump room. To check for that note I forgot to look for before. To bash the rotunda a couple times. At least one time. Alright. If I were a blue note hiding in the pump room, where would I hide? Like, tucked behind one of these. Not sure why I'm so obsessively looking for these blue notes. They have been not as helpful as one might hope. But I paid $400, 400 gold for the damned upgrade. Tuck, tuck, no? On one of these? I'm sleepy, guys. My My eyes aren't seeing what they should be seeing. Oh, there it is. The massive reservoir below Mount Holly receives a natural filtration from the continuous flow of fresh water from two neighboring underground springs before making its dramatic exit via a waterfall on the south-facing cliff. Okay. That means something. I'm taking a photo of that. Two neighboring underground springs. So how do I access those? Make its dramatic exit via a waterfall on the south-facing cliff. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm actually glad I read that one. That's going to come in handy at some point. All right, let's go draft over here and try one more time to do what we are so desperately trying to do. Trash. Secret passage would be nice. God, they just can't stop giving me four-door rooms that I don't really need. An attic, I suppose. Not that special, though. Security. I guess I can... Also, I have gear wrench. Yep, standard is fine. Is the inventory important? 2 trunks, 1 paper crown. Oh yeah, there is a paper crown in... That's interesting. Okay. There's a paper crown in the closed exhibit. It didn't look like it was accessible. Maybe it's accessible in some other way. I'm sorry, though. I wanted to turn up... At the very least, just turn up the keycard systems. Set security level high. Back. Still want to make the office if I want to. I still have to make the office if I want to. Yeah, all right, here we go. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of a mess, but the most important thing is that I will be able to do the chess puzzle today. As long as I have the steps, which actually might be the toughest part. Probably try to be careful about steps. No, just an ordinary key is fine. Well, okay. Furnace. Great. Fine. Security powered, but the office isn't ducted, so I can't try to power it from here. But I wasn't going to turn it down. I can even step in and dig. I was hoping for a turnip. That cost me 2 steps for nothing. Alright, back to the rotunda. And now we're just going to burn all our gems trying to draft. I don't know if I have any... The 2 notes that keep talking about swapping the king for another piece. It's swapping the king for the rook. But the puzzle seems to have 2 letters after each of the letter in castle. So... No, that doesn't need to be. That's trash. Redraw, please. Sure. The more, yeah. Key right there. Something I can mess around with after I now take all my redraws trying to find freezer. Which isn't there because Southern Cross is kicking my ass. Nope. Oh. Unfortunately, you can't lead to a blue room. This doesn't give you the chance to go to a blue room. Freezer is a blue room. It's like it's gotten pulled out of my drafting pool. How is this possible? I don't understand. I don't understand how this is possible. Oh my god. Finally. Fucking finally. Yes. Melt, you son of a bitch. Melt. 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 Key. Gems. Holy shit. Oh, there's more than I thought. An upgrade disk. The network servers are finally out of cold storage, or at least as many as we could fit into the surrounding walls of the grotto off the East Drive. These last few days have been very busy, but I was glad I was able to take a short break from gardening to help Randolph install the network. It was, after all, the least he could do since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided we're going to store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. Denny, see, you were such a helpful guy, Denny. What happened to you? Admin key, revad. Yep, got that much. Upgrade disk. Beautiful. So, I wonder if this pattern means something. Oh god, the pattern of lights here is going to mean something, isn't it? Oh boy. I should take photos of this. The pattern of lights on this server is going to play some role. Right? Or, actually, they're both the exact same. So maybe not. Alright. What else? There should be a note in... Oh, yeah, open that up and let that melt. Right? Oh no, is this not melting? Oh shit. Maybe I do have to bring... What do I need? A magnifying glass and... What do I pair it with? Is it the battery pack? I don't even remember. I need to look it up again. Blue... No, I think it's the metal detector, which I already... Well, that's frustrating. This chest is too strong. I will probably actually need a more focused thing. So, yeah, I'm going to have to come back to this and hit this with a torch. So I guess this would be another way it could teach you about how the admin codes work. Poor Denny. Okay, so definitely have to make it back to security. Can't leave this upgrade disc unused. I guess I could... Do I have... Oh, right. I froze my gems. What? Oh, shit. I can't do redraws right now. I have no gems. Oops. Okay, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I thought that they would unfreeze because the... I'm not going to get to draft there. That's a bit of a bummer. I thought I would be unfrozen. Alright, I was hoping I could, you know, draw for attic or something, but fine, whatever. Let's just get this upgrade disc done. So do I have any use for keys anymore? I don't think I do. Other than trying to go through the vestibule, which I don't need to. So let's open a few of these and try to find an apple or something to give me extra steps. Oh, right, that's just that. Coins and a gem that don't do anything. Running shoes. Okay, well that could save me a few steps. No, I think that one has something else, so. Ah, boy. Not the best. And I've already bought out the kitchen. So, in order of priority... Oh, right, and I didn't find the blue note hidden in this locker room, which I'm sure is in one of the lockers, because that's the type of game this is. Unless it's like hiding behind the net or something. Of course, if I had been smarter about the freezer... Well, actually, hold on. I might still be able to do something today. Let's... Come on. Surely this can defrost me. Oh, for God's sake! A self-igniting torch can defrost, but this can't? I dislike. Now, so let's do this first and foremost. Sorry. No, enter. I didn't want this. I really want to get to the chess puzzle, but I'm worried about steps. But I also kind of want to empty everything in the locker room. Guest bedroom. Okay. What can I upgrade it to? Guest bedroom. Hidden effect of a random bedroom. Quest bedroom. If you enter antechamber today, add 2 to your allowance. Geist bedroom. Geist bedroom. Guest bedroom, quest bedroom, geist bedroom. If you have tomb on the estate today, add an extra 4. So is that no longer going to give me steps, but would instead give me redraws? I mean, I do make the antechamber most days, but I have more money than I know what to do with anyway. Hidden effect of a random bedroom in your draft pool, but that could theoretically also hit the maid's chamber, which would be disastrous. So, dice. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to defrost ourselves. we're going to... Yikes. Not easy to get to the locksmith. What do I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I can do it. Especially with the... As long as I make no missteps. But then the only way I'm going to get through the chess puzzle is if I get a bunch of food in the locker room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's just do it. 1, 2. So security. Office. It's not like I can't do the chess puzzle on another day. Hey, look, a gem. Chapel, cloister, closed exhibit. So, there's a paper crown there. How do I access the paper crown? Do I press the bases? One paper crown and exhibit. Maybe I have to reenact Mom's heist. Running shoes, maybe? No? Alright. We're gonna... There we go. Now back to the locker room. 1, 2, 3. So drawing room, closed exhibit, cloister. I feel like I did a lot of complaining today. I apologize, guys. I like this game, and sometimes I feel like it doesn't like me back. Good. Alright. Now we are looking for a hidden blue note. And also some apples, preferably. I mean, I know you find food in here sometimes. Gems don't help me. A key doesn't help me. All the things I have no use for. Yeah. Denny's crazy note. Apples. Okay. I don't think that alone is going to be quite enough to get to the chess puzzle. I'm going to need more. Think. Car keys. What good is that? I mean, I do have running shoes. Nope. Gem, and I'm also not finding this hidden blue note. Apple. Alright, that, I think, will get us to the chess puzzle, hopefully. Ah, there it is. The memo next to this is a lie. Kirk Darren is not a pseudonym. Good to know. That really is the security guy's name. Alright, well, we found the blue note in the locker room. I should keep a note of... You know what? I should really be keeping a list of which blue rooms I've found the notes in. Blue tent notes. So, locker room found. Pump room. Classroom 1. upgrade one. I don't remember every single one. Office, I found. I'll probably have to go back and keep checking. Some of them I will check and find multiple times. Rotunda has been found. Did I find the one in the freezer? Did I look? I can't recall, but I don't want to bother because I want to try to get now. Alright, anything else here? Did I open every locker? Yes. Alright, I think in order to pull this off, I'm going to need to have a few running shoes hit. So we have to run out to the exit, get to the elevator, and go down to the chess puzzle. Simply because the notes keep emphasizing swap the king with another piece. So I might be stupid. Yeah, plenty of steps to do this. Oh, we found multiple upgrade discs today, so that's a plus. Did I even have a coat? I didn't stick anything in a coat check. We'll see if I still have steps to do it. Not a great day for efficient use of my steps, right? Castle. There's nothing interactable here. Like I can't add letters to this. Even though it looks like these are all 3-letter words that it's waiting for. But to castle... Alright, let's just do it. Sorry. Let's do the tough ones. King on D6 and queen on E4. Nope. What? Oh, sorry, king on D6. Queen on E4. And bishop on C5. And knight on D2. Bishop C5, knight D2. I never actually checked that I did the rook, but I do it every time, right? I couldn't possibly have been so stupid as to never make... Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I never made the nook. Tell me the rook is in one of these others. I never made the nook? How did I go through a day without ever making the nook? It was the one thing I didn't think I had to make. Maybe one of these other rooms is the rook, and I don't pay attention to it. I'm just gonna tap it everywhere. Brute force. Come on, one of you be right. Maybe I never made the rook. Oh wait, isn't there a rook in the treasure trove, actually? I thought maybe. Uh-oh, running out of spots. Oh, okay, wait. There we go. Whatever I made back there had the rook. The conservatory. And I think actually it was also in the treasure trove, wasn't it? No? Okay, conservatory. Good to know. And then a pawn just somewhere random. Right. So, the instructions to castle involve trading a king with a rook. So let's accept the king, try messing around and coming back and swapping it with the rook. Wait, that's interesting. Did that? Yeah, no, that was always like that. We have the king. We come back and trade it with the rook. All right. Maybe that's something. Maybe it's nothing. But as much as this game usually talks about like not needing to know the rules of darts and not really needing to know the rules of chess, it seems to be that, you know, I've seen now 2 notes pointing out that the king and rook swap positions. Now, I don't know if it's correct. What I'm thinking is give up one and accept the other. But let's go to the coat check, stick something in there. Some chests. A lockpick, funny. Not worth much. I'm just gonna keep doing things until I truly run out. What do I want to check? My detector shovel, maybe? It's a useful thing to have. Although it's funny, the game pointed out I check it a lot. Or the gear wrench? No, I managed to adjust workshop, which I wanted to do. Hold on. The key card, out of curiosity. If I wanted to try to run back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to the freezer. I kind of do want to try to run back to the freezer. And I do have running shoes. It's worth a shot. Worth a shot. Let's check my key card then. Oh, the only problem with checking the key card is if you do that, you won't find it another way, so you have to get it out of code check. Now I'm going to check my detector shovel. Because then I'm going to take the foundation route back and see if I can freeze my accounts. 19 gems would be a good start to tomorrow. Although I am now realizing, now that I just traded my banner, it's going to be tougher for me to get something that I can use to melt that freezer. Because I no longer have the knight as an option. I'm going to have to actually make the magnifying glass, and I won't be able to do that with my detector shovel on. So this may have been a mistake. I say that a lot. Trophy room, rotunda. Vestibule, freezer. All right. Oh, except now it won't freeze me because I melted it. I've made so many mistakes. And now I have a magnifying glass, and I won't be getting a detector because I've got the detector on the detector shovel, so what a goof I am. Wow. Shoes, you want to get me all the way back to that coat check? I don't think they're gonna pull that off quite. What the hell? Let's go. Come on, running shoes, be heroes. I don't think they're that. I think I've already pushed it much farther than I should be able to get away with. But since I can't freeze it, I would rather stick my magnifying glass in that coat check if they'd let me, so that I can hopefully find the freezer again. Running shoes, they're coming in hot. They're doing it. I'm gonna make it. Unbelievable. I am actually gonna make it. Back to the coat check. Alright, retrieve, detector shovel, check, magnifying glass. Anywhere to call it a day, really doesn't matter. Alright, we did it. We melted the freezer. We blew up the dynamite. We found upgrade discs by doing so. That was most of all. Oh, we unlocked closed exhibit. We found our 7th red letter. We read a few new blue notes. So not incredibly productive, but not the absolute worst either. I have and we've may have thought of figure out something with the castling. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try next time to make something very similar to this, and then trade Banner of the King for Banner of the Rook, and see if that exchange does something like it would in chess. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you so much. I hope this episode wasn't too painful, as I mostly just ran around randomly drafting, but this was a big accomplishment. So appreciate it. Love you all. I've been Zeigler Jaguar. I will see you next time.